Good morning. Good morning. My name is Dennis Dunham, and I was inspired this morning to do this little podcast. Of course, a lot of my inspiration has come through my good friend Bob Bunnell. If you get a chance, be sure to look at his Be Bold, Believe, The Miracle of Communion Fire. He's got a book out. He's got a podcast that he does twice a day, 9:30 in the morning, 9:30 at night, and he's been a real inspiration to preach the word, preach the truth. But this morning, what gave me the inspiration to do this was something I saw on Facebook. And it was from Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. And God is love. I think we all need to reflect on that. Perfect love casts out fear. And that's the truth. Today's political environment is atrocious. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the Kennedys, all those who were, my dad, who was a Democrat years ago, would be totally disgusted with what's happened to the Democratic Party today. It's not the same party. It's a party of hate. It's a party of division. They all point the finger at Trump, but there's three fingers pointed back at them. Actions speak louder than words. What happened the other day and going to people's houses that are in front of their houses with their children and chanting death and chanting, that's un-American. That's not the way we protest. Dr. Martin Luther King led a true protest, a peaceful protest. And it changed the course of history in this country. Gandhi led a protest, a peaceful protest, and it changed the course of history in that country. Down through the ages, you have two types of people, those who persecute and those who have mercy and work for goodness through peaceful means. Jesus Christ came. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. He was peace. The peace I give you, that's what we look for today. Our churches have failed us. It goes back to the 501c3, back with the Johnson Amendment. Johnson, he's part of the deep state. He's part of the ones who killed Kennedy. He was involved in that. It's going to come out. It's going to come out sooner than you think. But the 501c3, the church sold out. Even Judas threw the 30 pieces of silver away because he knew he'd been bought. He knew that was wrong. But the church, we'll take the tax deduction and we'll keep quiet. And they kept quiet when they took prayer out of school. They kept quiet when they let's have abortion. Kept quiet on gay marriage. And they're still quiet. And they need to speak up. You need to stand up for the truth. You need to stand up for law and order. What's happening in Florida right now, it's just that's all they have is corruption, deceit, lies. It was a really good movie. It's called Argo. If you get a chance, look at it. It's a true story about the Iranian hostages that happened many years ago. And they had to get them out. There were 6 of them. Had snuck into the embassy, the Canadian embassy, and were hiding out. Well, they were going to find them. Had to get them out. So the CIA said, well, I can get them out. We'll make a movie, and they'll come out, and I'll go in and fly them in, and I'll bring them out through the airport as a film crew. They said, that's impossible. I said, no. So they went to Hollywood, and one of the quotes that I love said, if you want to sell a lie, get the press to sell it for you. Well, that's been the case for the last 50 years, and it's still the case. Because when you talk about fake news, You're talking about untruth and half-lies. That's the problem now. We're being blindsided. We're being painted a picture that's not true. Of course, in that case, it saved the hostages. They got them out. But they've used that very few times to save people. It's mainly to save their butts and to cover up their crimes and cover up their total destruction of this country. But it's going to stop. God's had enough. Donald Trump was elected. He's anointed by God to end this corruption. Oh, they had a fit when Kavanaugh was approved. They did everything they could to destroy that good man. They failed. This election wasn't a blue wave. It was a blue low tide. Tide went out, got the Senate, lost 2 seats, 2-seat margin in the House. Haven't had that in 40 years. It's coming, but we got to stay strong every day. Got to pray. Got to pray like everything depends on God, and then work like everything depends on you and me. Got to get the word out. Got to tell the truth. Start your day off with communion. Have communion. Have the body and blood of Christ. Take a piece of bread. This is my body. Do this in remembrance of me. Take a sip of wine, grape juice. This is my blood, shed for the sins of many. Do that. Let Christ be in you. The prayer, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Give us this day our daily bread. That wasn't a suggestion, that was a command. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one who comes to the Father except through me. Unless you eat my flesh and drink my blood, you will have no life in you. These are words of truth. And we need to seek the truth and follow the truth and share the truth with the ones we love. We're winning, and we're going to keep on winning because God is love, and He loves you. He loves His country. He loves Israel. Those who, Israel, oh Israel, I love thee. Those who bless Israel will be blessed. Those who curse Israel will be cursed. Anyone who speaks out against Israel is evil. Listen to the words. Listen to and look at their actions. You'll know the truth. It'll be plain as day. Don't let the blind lead the blind into the pit. Don't be one of those that goes into the pit. I wish you a blessed day. Pray for those who love you. Pray for the terrible fires that are going on right now. And senseless murders. You know, it's not about gun control. It's about mind control and heart control. We need to bring prayer back into our schools. We need to end abortion on demand. We need to pray that every life matters, from conception till natural death. God bless you, and God bless America.